Polydactyly Introduction. Polydactyly is the presence of extra fingers and toes. There are a few causes of polydactyly, but it's often caused by a dominant allele of single genes. Some people may choose to remove their extra fingers or toes, but they don't cause any harm if they're left. Let's look at the genetics behind polydactyly. Chromosomes are in pairs in the body cells of many organisms. The genes are in the same place on each one of the pairs, so these two here are the same gene, just different alleles. They code for the same characteristic, just different versions. If a gene is always expressed, even if the individual only has one copy of it, we call it a dominant allele and we give it a capital letter. If a gene is only expressed if the individual has two copies of it, we call it a recessive allele and we give it a lowercase of the same letter. If the alleles are different, we say that the individual is heterozygous for that trait. When the alleles are the same, we say the individual is homozygous for that trait. If the individual has two dominant alleles, they're homozygous dominant for that trait, and if the individual has two recessive alleles, they're homozygous recessive. A dominant allele cannot be carried. In our example, a person with the first set of genes would have polydactyly. With the heterozygous genes, they would also have polydactyly because of the dominant gene for polydactyly. And the homozygous recessive pairing would lead to someone who does not have polydactyly. In summary, polydactyly is caused by a dominant allele that causes extra fingers and toes to be present from birth. Keywords: alleles, different forms of the same gene. Dominant, when an allele is expressed even if the individual only has one copy of it.